So here, we're going to start to look at adding our variables, just the x variable, into a little bit different shapes than we used last week. So we have an arc and our triangle. Now the triangle can be quite tricky because it has 6 numbers and 3 of them are x's. So we want to make sure that we don't accidentally lose our party hat and kill the mood of the party. Now, every time we create variables, we follow the same thing. It always goes at the top. And we want to make sure we have a nice descriptive comment so we know what that variable is actually being used for. So the keyword var, so it goes blue if it's a keyword, creates our variable. I'm going to use the shortcut xPos for my variable name. So this is the name of the variable. I'm going to set it to 200. So this is the value. So the name is xPos and the value currently is set to 200. Now we've used that value before, or we've used ellipses before, and we know that if we highlight the function ellipse, it goes x, y, width, and height. So we only want to put the x coordinate, x position, on that first parameter. So we know that the value of our variable x position is already 200, but the same value. So I don't need to add or subtract. I don't need to add that offset. I just need to put the variable name xPos because this is already set to 200. So if I go to my face here, in the eyes, here though, it's 150. So I do have to do a little bit of math. So it's 200 because that's what the value of xPos is, minus 150. That'll tell me the difference if I can't spot it. And if I know it's 50. So because it's smaller, then I want to take away 50, take away the difference. So this is xPos minus 50, because 200 minus 50 gives me that 150. Here, the value that we want to replace is 250. So I'm just going to put the bigger number first to get that same difference. So it's 50 again, but this time, because it's larger, I want to add. So once again, we've done this all last week. This is xPos plus 50. We do our mouth. Well, if we haven't used an arc before, because there's lots of numbers, if we start to highlight one, we'll see that the only number we care about is just the first value, that x. So, well, it's 200 already, which is the same value. So I just put the variable name. That is my xPos. Now, if I zoom out, you'll see, unfortunately, when I move the value of my variable, because I test my program, always double check that we're not moving the wrong things, or in this case, we're losing our poor party hat. So all that's left now is our triangle. Now, if we go to that documentation, you'll see that a triangle has 1x, 2x, 3x. That's because a triangle is the coordinates of one point to the coordinates of your second point to the coordinates of your third point. So in other words, these are your vertices, and you just kind of play connect the dots between them. So if I don't want to lose a party hat, I have to make sure that I use it for all 3 x's. So if I look at the code and I start to highlight it, I see that that first number, that's the x. So 350 minus 200, still the value of x, or of xPos. That gives me a difference of 150. So it's bigger, so I want to add it. So this case is x plus 150. The second number, you'll notice it goes bold, it's a y, so we skip it. Here, it's 215, so that's a difference of 15. So it's xPos plus 15. Once again, it goes bold, so that's a y.